Tonight, we're in Mansfield, Texas to investigate the Mann House. In current times, it's known as the Mann House Museum, but was once the home of the Mann family, the family of which the town became named after. When Ralph Mann, an entrepreneurial businessman and craftsman, developed the first mill in town, before other structures and businesses moved into the area because of the sustenance the mill provided that allowed the town to develop. Ralph Mann was born in South Carolina, but in 1850 he had made his way to Harrison County. In 1856, he developed his first water-powered mill near Fort Worth that ground corn and wheat. The mill only produced for a few years before serious drought forced the project to be abandoned. At this time, Ralph migrated to Walnut Creek, where he found a rundown, abandoned horse-powered mill, and in 1859, Ralph renovated the mill, which would allow the town of Mansfield to be developed. In 1863, Ralph married his first wife, Julia Elise, and had 2 children, a daughter and a son. The daughter was named after her mother and succumbed to illness at 5 years old, passing away in the home. In 1868, Julia Sr. passed away in the home as well. Ralph carried on and married his second wife, Sarah Stevens, and had 4 more children. Sarah passed away in the home in 1880. 3 of the children survived to adulthood, and Ralph lived out the rest of his days in the home and passed away in the house in 1906. Ralph's legacy and influence in the town still lives on, and the town was named in his honor. He was greatly influential in the Presbyterian Church and donated 3 acres of land to the church for a cemetery. His mill fed the town and provided rations for the Confederate Army during the Civil War. The house seems to hold on to the energy of the Mann family, as museum staff often report ghostly activity. The night before our investigation, staff report a box of antique dominoes scattered across the floor and a blanket tossed off a bed after the house had been locked up for the night. We are excited to try and make contact with this family that is so historically important to the early history of Texas. But first, we will interview museum clerk and paranormal investigator Tracy Mays to hear some of the further accounts of paranormal activity in the home.
Nice and toasty in here. Okay, here. Okay. So the Mann house.
You filming?
Yeah.
All right.
I've been recording.
The left-hand side is made out of wood and the right-hand side is made out of brick. So the log cabin right here was built in 1865. It was the first house that Ralph Mann and his wife Julia had built. She died 4 years after, and his second wife Sarah moved in 1872 when he built the other half, which was the bricks. So we're going to start in 1865. This is the log cabin, and you can see right here the logs that are up. You can see the actual notches that Mr. Mann cut in as he was building his home. It wouldn't have had a bed, it wouldn't have any of this. They slept upstairs. So down here is where they would eat their dinners. The floor is original, and that mantle that's right there, Mr. Ralph Mann built that mantle. In the room, activity that we have gotten in here, we've been in here and we've heard footsteps upstairs, like boot steps. I've had a REM pod up there while we were all downstairs. It's gone off as we've heard the boot steps. And that clock right there, you see the key that's right there? Like, yeah. I don't wind that clock anymore because the key has been tossed. The clock goes off on its own when it hasn't been wound. It's a 24-hour clock, so every 24 hours you have to wind it. So we don't we've come in here and you can see that the checker pieces are kind of, we keep losing the checker pieces. So I don't know. I don't know what happens to them. Like now it looks like one more is now missing from here because it was just one that was missing and now it looks like there's two that's missing. So down here, now this would have been the service porch. This would have been the porch that wrapped around the log cabin. You can kind of see that right here. I haven't gotten anything in here at all. Doesn't mean it won't happen, but I haven't gotten any activity in this particular room except for the fact of I was sitting here with a friend of mine. We were just talking and then I heard it sounded like something had shut and then you heard boot steps go into there. So it was really interesting. And this would have been the service porch and this would have been the dog run when it was open up. Another cool thing is if you see these
nails?
No, look closer. What is that?
Bullet?
It's a bullet.
Dang.
Look.
Someone shot bullets on the floor?
There's bullets. So this right here probably will go off while we're investigating. This is called a prayer clock. The Mann family were Protestants, so they didn't have a prayer clock in here. This guy right here, every hour on the hour, it tings, and that says it's time to pray. And when a minute later, it'll ting again, and that's time to stop praying. At the 30-minute mark, it does a little ting saying, hey, get ready. So this you'll probably hear in the tick, tick, tick. You'll probably hear tonight too. This is my favorite room in the whole house. The colors that you see are original to the house. This right here, this was actually Sarah Mann's rocking chair. So it is a legit attachment to Sarah Mann. She was the second wife of Ralph. She had 3 kids and one of them survived. So 2 out of the 5 kids survived. 3 of the children did die in the home. Julia Mann did die in the home. So did Sarah and Ralph. Ralph died in 1901. When he died, Norma got the house, but she never lived in it. She rented it out to people. It's crazy about the chair because I've come in here before and it was almost like it was stopping from rocking. It was like somebody had touched it and ran away and I had walked in at the very end of the rock. So it was like, was that rocking or is that my eyes playing tricks on it? So the little organ that's right here, Sarah loved music, Ralph loved music. And so this, when I'm talking to Sarah through one of my ghost boxes, organ music will come across as you're talking to Sarah. So if you hear any organ music or anything like that, that's usually associated with Sarah. Now we've had some quirky stuff come across, but we have artifacts all through this home. That is, as you know, a Victorian mourning wreath. We don't know where it came from. It's just an artifact we have in here, but I've gotten high EMF fields from this particular area. That is that for down here. Now, are y'all ready to see upstairs?
Yes.
Yay, upstairs. Here. Now, are y'all ready to see upstairs?
Yes.
Yay, upstairs. Watch your step. So up here, you can definitely tell the difference. This side right here was the original over the log cabin. This side over here, I don't get a lot from over there, but I do get a lot from over here. So up here, this is the 1870s part and this closet. So back then they wouldn't have the closet, but I get a lot. I've done the flashlight method in here. Even like right now, I'm getting weird. So see how it creaks when you walk. That's why I was like, when you're in here, just, because it's very, so I've gotten orbs out of here. I've done the flashlight method and they are very talkative through the flashlight method. I have not tried to do any EMFs. I haven't tried to do anything like that. When it comes to electricity, this is what you got. Okay, and there is like a light that's right here. But other than that, there's nothing else. Light-wise, you'll see all this. So if you get any kind of EMF or anything, when all that's done, if you've got it close to it, I don't even get spikes from it. So whatever is in there is definitely not coming from the actual electricity in the windows.
How many people did you say passed away in this house?
So 3 children and 3 adults passed in the home. And then the barn. This is the barn.
The barn.
So the barn, when we were, this was like crazy on Saturday because Tim was inside and like he said, like he's like a repellent or something. And so I brought everybody out here and we had cat balls lined up and my group was bored because that bored them. And we came in here and me and Shelby were sitting here talking and I put a flashlight right here on the edge of this, and then I put my REM pod over there on top of that. And we were just talking, and Shelby goes, well, if you want Tracy, it's always me, I'm always the bait, but if you want Tracy to go into the barn, you know, light that flashlight up. Of course the flashlight lights up, and so I have to go into the barn. And when I go into the barn, the REM pod just started going crazy. So I jumped out of the barn. There's a lot of sharp objects in there. And I came out of the barn, REM pod's still going off, flashlight turns off, and then Shelby goes, do you want Tracy to go back into the barn? So at this time, REM pod turns off, then it starts going crazy again, and that flashlight goes off again. Flashlight was right here. I was locking up one day, and I was inside.
Let's step in there.
Yeah, let's go right in. It's kind of, so I was inside and I was shutting, every time I shut one of these doors, I have to go over and lock it from the inside. So I was actually, went and shut this and locked this and I thought I heard talking. And, you know, we have a dog park right outside, but it was really cold and nobody was really out. And so I came over here and I was like, and it sounded like it was coming from up here. And I was like, okay, who is that? And nothing. And then I heard like murmuring, like men murmuring. And it sounded like it was in the barn, but then it sounded like it was outside. So I can't really like figure out which way it was coming from. So, but I'm pretty certain that it came from inside the barn. I've also been in here just taking pictures and stuff, and I've heard like clattering, like metal clattering, to where I thought maybe like the tools were starting to move, and then I left the barn. So I don't mess with rakes and shovels, and
there's some axes.
There's lots of sharp objects in here. Yeah. All right. So are y'all ready for tonight?
I think so.
All right.
Can you turn the lights up? I'm probably just going to test the EMF first. See what it's like over there. Is it Julia or Juliet?
Julia.
Julia. Sarah and Ralph. Alright, so as usual, I'm going to start with an EMF sweep just to see. Okay. Starting with an EMF sweep just to test it. Let's see if there are any fields in here, just in general. Not for paranormal, just because it messes with our motion activated EMF stuff, if there is. Still is 0. Oh, there we go. Got a little darker.
Do that?
That made it a little darker.
Yeah. So let's
Did the door just close?
Huh?
Did the door just close?
It just closed.
And
Did you get that on film?
I had heard it.
Kelly!
That's crazy.
Shut. Look, and it was like this too. Look.
It was pretty open.
It was
And
stuck.
the wind wouldn't blow it shut.
No.
That's crazy. I wish I was filming this. I heard it. We heard. That's crazy.
That was insane, because I was in here, and it was so it gets stuck right here. I always stick it like that.
And the wind wouldn't blow it that way.
No. I was in here checking the light, and that
Oh, man.
door shut. And
Dude,
it
that
shut
door
on
just
purpose.
slammed shut.
This one?
Yeah. I was filming this way, but I heard it. She turned around. And the wind's blowing like, it wouldn't blow it that way.
Yeah, it's not even like being
Door
blowing hard at
literally
all.
just shut.
You shut that door again?
And see, feel it. This is how I always do it like that, and it wouldn't have.
Damn, I wish I was filming that way.
Now look at this.
It's pretty locked in place.
Yeah. And the way it shut, look. And it didn't do that door open thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's shut with purpose. Look at this.
Yeah, that's what you heard.
And it shut all the way. Like it slammed.
I wish I was filming that way. I heard it. Turned right around.
I've got goosebumps because I was in that room and I was like, ooh, it just shut. And it shut with purpose, and it's even, it was harder than that. Because I came in and I walked, nothing.
Yeah, it's not like a loose vibration or something.
No. Because I walked right in here to look at the light, and he was on the stairs, and that sucker slammed.
Yeah.
All right. My name's Kellen, and this is Justin. We're here at the Manhouse Museum to try and make contact with the Mann family. Ralph, are you here?
Is anybody from the Mann family here?
Well, you're 1865?
This half is 1865, that half is 1870s.
Ralph, we heard you built this house. It's pretty nice. I really like these mantles you made for the fireplaces. Ralph, can you close that door for me? It's kind of loud out there.
It is a heavy door.
It's a heavy door.
I said heavy.
Are any of the kids here? What's that? Is that a REM pod?
No. Oh, is it?
Oh, she didn't see.
I'm trying to turn it off. Okay, I turned it off. It might take just a minute. Turn it off. It might take just a minute. Turn it off. It might take just a minute to turn off.
Is that your rocking chair, Sarah?
Okay, it shouldn't kick on at all anymore.
Is that your rocking chair, Sarah?
Okay, it shouldn't kick on at all anymore.
Is that your rocking chair, Sarah? You could sit down if you want. We want to know what it was like living in the 1800s. It's 2025 now. So it's been a while, but Your house is still really nice. You know what Ralph did for work or anything?
So he was an entrepreneur. He ran the gristmill.
What the?
What was that?
You know what Ralph did for work or anything?
So he was an entrepreneur. He ran the gristmill.
What the?
What was that?
Something just flew right in front of the camera when I was putting it down. Or was it a reflection?
Nobody. There's. Are you able to replay it back, maybe?
Yeah, it looked like mist. I don't know if it was.
There's no way. There's no way that would have. I mean, this window right here kind of leaves a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Here,
So he worked at the grocery store? At the grocery?
Oh, no. So he owned the mill in town. So they made the food for the. Oh, I forgot this part. He made the food for the Confederate Army. That's how he made his money. He was the only provider.
Ralph, you provided food for the Confederates?
He was also the first postmaster.
And postmaster? That's pretty cool.
Donated the land.
A pretty respectable words from your time. Postmaster and you own the mill, huh? What'd you do, Sarah, while he was working? Did you take care of the kids? Julia, are you here as well? I'd like to talk to Julia. That was me. Or the kids. Sorry, I don't know your names.
Did you catch it? Was that from the camera? I heard whistles.
I thought I heard it like just now. I don't know if it was through the camera.
Are you whistling, Ralph? Can I whistle too? Are you whistling, Ralph? About Yankee Doodle.
But it wasn't on the video.
Can you whistle back to me? That's not Yankee Doodle.
This one?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So they didn't have that.
Louisiana.
Oh,
That's
okay.
where Julia was from.
How do you like that clock? Does it keep you up at night? Keep me up at night.
Who's the one that slammed the door shut?
That means praying time's over.
There is a Protestant Bible on the desk over here too.
It is from Louisiana. That's where Julia was from. How do you like that clock? Does it keep you up at night? Keep me up at night.
Who's the one that slammed the door shut?
Is that an Eddie?
Yep.
I haven't seen an Eddie in a long time.
Good old EDI.
Yeah, I like an Eddie.
I call him Eddie. Never heard that before.
An Eddie?
Yeah.
Well,
That might
I've
be
got
good. We should
Remy-
put that near Sarah's rocking chair.
I've got Remy the REM pod and Eddie. I had an Eddie, it got stolen.
I don't know, she might think that's disrespectful, maybe right in front.
I guess that's an E&F. Is that fine?
Does it have air pressure? Yeah.
Yeah, that's pressure.
Okay.
Get my camera in the EVP session in here.
All right, Sarah, we have this orange box on Ralph's nice mantle here. Can you come and stand next to it? We'd really like to talk to you guys. We've heard so much about you, your house. Tracy's taking good care of it.
Sarah, these are my friends. They're very nice guys, and they just want to talk to you. And you know how we talked with the torch over there on the mantle? If you go over there by it, you know how when we talked, I asked you to touch the torch to let me know that you were here? Can you touch that box on the mantle? It'll make the numbers go up, and that way we know that you're here. That way my friends who came a very long way know that you're real.
I just got chills. Who's with me right now? Yeah, my body is pins and needles right now. Or I like goose bumps.
Is there somebody else other than Sarah in here with us? Can you touch the box?
I'll show you something maybe.
I really think
Never seen before.
Sarah's.
Who was just standing next to me? I could still feel it. I could still feel it, but it's like further back. But it's like right up on me. Oh,
Sarah, I'm starting.
I could feel it like all the way down.
There's the train.
Who's standing with me? Is it? I don't want to offend anyone because I know there was some tension with ladies, but I don't want to bring that up if it's going to make anyone angry. I just want to know who I'm talking to, if it's Julia or Sarah or Ralph.
Who's that?
I heard it. Sound like a REM pod?
Like very, very light, like a light tap.
Yeah.
Go closer to it.
It was definitely yours, not mine. Did you hear like little did?
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
very short.
Was it a voice or was it a?
It sounded like something like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, that's what it sounded like. I couldn't really
Like
tell
a
what
tap.
it was, I just heard it.
Yeah.
I think at some point we leave, I'd like to put like the Osmo like in the front door, the camera, and just let it run.
Yeah. Well, when we take a break, we should leave the body camera somewhere.
That's a good idea.
Maybe point it at that rocking chair. I don't know. Or a wide view, I don't know. Maybe we could get a wide view with the rocking chair in this in case anything.
Sarah,
We could use both.
Could. Mine doesn't have a stand though. And your other one.
Will you
don't want
play
it
us
to
some
run out.
music?
Yeah.
You like organ music?
I can open up the book for you if you'd like. It's
Is it okay to push the keys or something?
oh yeah, you can push the keys. You gotta pump it. And
Do you?
Yeah, it's a
Doesn't
pump
have any-
organ. Um,
I don't want to break it.
well,
You have to do it while you're playing. Ooh.
creepy, right?
I'll play you a song.
Just open that up. Gotta give it a little.
You do the pumping, I'll do the playing.
And copyright strike.
Star Wars? I don't think they'd copyright me if I played it myself, right?
Just play it like slightly out of time.
I got one note wrong, so.
That's so. It's good. One that's different.
Technically.
It works.
Is this floor thing original?
No, but it's a replica. The Daughters of the Republic painted it for the house. And these are called floor cloths. And they were made out of canvas and varnished over after they were
Oh,
painted
cool.
on. So instead of carpets, they would use these.
That's cool. Still moff it and all that.
Yeah. And see, you've got the wheat for the mill, and then the wheels and the water. This is all for Mr. Man.
How'd you guys feel about Matilda? Y'all feel like moving something? Did you just hear a voice?
It wasn't Tracy.
That might have been me.
I thought I heard like a,
it's me sitting down.
I heard something that was like, "Cha." Maybe.
I said, that's
Well, yeah.
me sitting down.
Yeah, that's the only thing she said.
Thought I heard like a, "Cha." I kind of need a drink. I'm really thirsty. Want to take a quick 10? We can
Yeah.
leave the camera
Are we gonna
running.
put a camera up? Okay, so Mary's Julia. Okay, so Walter, first son Walter, he survived. So, okay, his daughter Julia Alice, she did die.
Oh, so there's Julia Kid too.
Yeah, so Julia Mann died in 1868 on August 29th. He finishes the parlor. There it goes. So Julia Alice Mann, his daughter, died 68, 70, or 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. So 4 years after her mom died. So she was born in 67, so she was 5 years old when she died. So she was 5. And then daughter Norma was born. Norma survived. Okay, so son John was born. John dies. So John was a year old, almost a year old. So we have John and we have Julia.
Julia Alice.
Julia Alice. Son Edwin Norton was born. Sarah died. Roy Stevens died 1882.
That's one of the kids too.
Yeah, son Roy
Roy,
Stevens was
Julia
born
Alice.
1880. He was 2 when he died.
Okay. That'd probably be too hard to talk to, but Julia Alice.
Yeah, Julia was 5, so you'd be able to talk to her, but the other 2 were just babies.
So Roy and Norman.
Edwin. Edwin was, so John was 1, so we won't really be able to talk to him. So Julia Alice and John are the two that we would be able to talk to.
How old was?
Oh, no, John
he
was
was
only,
one.
yeah,
Two. Julia Alice, we could talk
she was
about.
5.
Edwin and Roy. What was that?
The building shifting?
Maybe.
Usually it's the pros on the roof that are tap dancing, but
Yeah.
that's definitely not them.
Is anyone in here? Follow us over from the house?
Go across the step. Go back in there.
That's Justin. I'm gonna go poke around upstairs a little bit. Is anyone from the 1940s here? Whose room was this? Is Julia up here? Ralph, can you come up here and talk to me? Do you like to smoke? If you say something, I might be able to hear you. Can you try really hard for me? I know not too many people probably trying to talk to you, so. And this device in my hand could hear what you say as well if you want to talk into that. The blinking light on it. So Ralph, I heard you own the mill. That's me. That's me creaking, I think. I don't know. I'm rocking right now and I heard some noises over there. Heard you supplied the Confederates with food, maybe wheat. Is anyone up here with me? Is Julia, Alice, Edwin, and Roy here? Walter also grew up in this house, huh? All the kids. All the kids. Whoa. Did anyone hear that? I felt the floor vibrate and I heard a noise at the same time. Mention the kids. Walter, Roy, Edwin, Julia, Alice. Something made the floor vibrate up here, and it also creaked at the same time. I wasn't moving, I felt it. You over there by that closet? That's where it felt like it was located. Standing by that window. Heard you like to hang out in the closet. Is that where you hide? You don't have to hide. That was me walking. Who walks around up here? Someone's heard walking up here. Y'all heard the noise again? Alright, I'm going back downstairs. I'm coming back down, guys. I felt the floor move up there.
There he is.
Do you guys hear the ting again?
Uh-huh.
If you're on the stairs, it would be great if you could touch that red dot on that box. It looks kind of like a music box, and it makes all pretty lights.
Just play a bunch of worry music for you. Do you like that music? Do you like that music?
I'm gonna hold my camera. Stay in here for a minute. I'll get it there. Yeah, you get to talk to you since it knows you.
Let's not break this time. Where's that?
The screen might go out, but that's just, it's still filming. That blue light's beeping, so.
Okay, I'm gonna sit on the couch like I usually do. All right, Sarah. It's just you and me, hun. Sarah, do you want to talk to me now that everybody's gone? Because I'd like to very much talk to you. You're probably sad your poor tombstone was broken in pieces. I went and saw it. I told somebody about it. Maybe we can get it fixed for you. Do you want the guys to play more music? Maybe Beethoven? Sarah, are you okay with me coming in here and talking to you when I'm upset? Sarah, was that you? I'm a mother. I have an 11-year-old. Is her name. And I have a 17-year-old, and her name is. They're both very smart girls, and they're my world. I'm sure your children were your world too. I like coming in here and talking to you. Sarah, are you by me? Are you lonely like I am? It helps me to know if you're here with me, so I'm not lonely. Especially when I miss my children. Who was Roy after? Your little one. He was 1 when he passed? Was he sick? Was he 1 or was he 2? I bet that was hard as a mama. So upstairs, there's been like walking upstairs, so I'm hoping that that camera up there is getting it. Or one of these, something's got to pick it up. And
You know what time it was?
about maybe 5 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago. And then the screen thing was lighting up white over there, so I think maybe, and then it got really cold over here. So I don't know if, I don't think this house is very drafty, but it was like a whoosh of cold.
You want to go upstairs?
Yeah.
They only tried the movement
You want to leave a few cameras rolling and go check out the barn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good thing to do. Let's go check the barn. Blinded by the light. Look, all you have to do is come over here and touch this, just like that. And it's not going to hurt you. I'll walk over here.
The pressure's changing. I don't know about that. What's the door opening? Probably change the pressure in here, maybe.
I mean, with all the holes in the building, you think the door...
Yeah, you think it would. Let the door open again, see if it blinks with. You're kind of walking by it too.
The temperature gun says like it's 50 degrees in here.
Oh, we got some pressure
Opening and
hits on the
shutting.
EDI.
And it's not doing anything. The blue light means pressure?
Yeah.
Can you use your energy to touch that red dot over there on the table?
Oh. There we go.
You can do that, right?
The pressure hits on the EDI were kind of cool though.
Yeah,
Is that?
that-
Ooh, yikes!
Oh, damn, you hit your head.
I didn't see it with my hat on.
Oh.
People were short back then, huh? They wore hats. How many people do you think hit their head on
They
that?
did wear hats. They did wear hats.
So many people really did that.
Oh, God. I just thought I'm short.
sight vowel.
Psych valve?
A sight, S-I-T-E.
Psych.
Jump in there. Jump in there.
This one's been in there yet. First blood.
Yeah. It's just a turn.
Let's lock him in and go to the other side.
Then you'll need a psych valve.
Here, let me put this camera out here.
Justin's coming in.
We'll go to the other side.
Okay.
Goes in there.
Let him be. Alright.
Aura, radio.
Shut the door.
Alright, good luck.
Saying vinegar was a thing before time. What about Paige? Is Paige one of the kids? Does that clock ever get annoying?
Julia, do you want to play a game? We're only here to play games with you. We're not here to scare you. Do you want a dolly?
Who would want that in their house?
I would not want that in my house. Especially when it hits the iron. Especially when it hits the iron.
Yeah. If you have to, like... Do you hear something?
Yeah, like a cry or like a...
I think I sort of heard it.
Like, oh.
Is that you, Julia? Come to play a game? I did actually
Okay.
sort of hear it. I didn't feel it. Did you feel a vibration?
Yeah, it was like, but it wasn't a vibration, it was like a bump. Julia, let's play a game. Do you want to play Ring Around the Rosie? Do you know the song? Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy, ashes, ashes, we all fall down.
She might not like that song considering what happened to her. It's kind of...
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Sorry
the only
about
song
that.
I know. That's the only song I know. I don't know what else would have. 1800s.
Itsy Bitsy Spider. I don't know when that was written, but...
Students, stars, and chief. Tell me you want the Kansas City Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. I hope that's not what that means.
I don't know when that was written, but... Wait, move your phone around. I just saw like something over there. Like a white sort of thing.
Oh, okay. Mary had a little lamb.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. So that should be decent. Not scary, right? So Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. What's that? Sound like a light chiming
I don't know.
from out there?
Did you see another one?
Yeah, it was like a white, like ball or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
But nothing's gone past this window.
No.
That car just did, but nothing was going past it.
No, I saw that. Remember when I said that?
Yeah.
Is that you, Julia? You like the song?
Do you want me to sing it again? Mary had a little lamb, little lamb. Did you see that?
You saw it again?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. My camera's facing that way. I was kind of looking at the door.
Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. Everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went.
white as snow. I don't know if that's it or not. But
Can you sing it for us?
yeah,
That's why
I
I'm
know.
blocking the window because I'm like, can you sing it for us?
Yeah,
That's why
I
I'm
know.
blocking the window because I'm like, but I don't think that was a car.
No, I don't think so. The cars are pretty low too.
Yeah, they're not.
Their headlights would be like up there, not down there. Because that's a shadow.
Yeah.
So all that light's not even hitting there.
See? And it's almost like right here that I'm seeing it.
Was this the kid's room?
Yeah. Yeah, this was Julia Alice's
Oh,
room.
okay.
It was Julia, Alice, and Walter's room. Walter lived to be a man and died in Decatur, I think. But Julia and her mother would have died in this room. So both Mom Julia and daughter Julia would have died in this room.
Yeah.
That
Do you
I felt
feel?
that.
I kind
I
of
heard it, but I felt like something went past me. Like from here, I could feel it, like wind. But I heard something after I felt the whoosh. I heard it over here. So y'all came
Julia, this is your
upstairs.
room, huh?
Y'all came upstairs, huh?
It's pretty late.
Yeah.
Keeping you up?
You get some weird white lights.
Yeah, I saw some things with my own eyes over here, and she saw it too.
Touch, please.
You have a
Deal. I
bottle?
didn't agree to that deal.
No, and I already felt something weird go past me right here. I was kind of hoping it was a little girl.
We should get some toys or something, a ball to roll around.
I mean, how many? We've got the top downstairs in the parlor. We can bring that up here.
Yeah, it would be good.
Okay. You can play with the dolly. Everywhere that Mary
Maybe put
went.
that stuff over there since that's like what we saw.
Oh yeah, the Mary went everywhere that Mary went. The sheep was sure to go.
Yeah.
The sheep was sure to go.
Stay axe terms. What
Alright, Julia, Alice, we brought you some toys.
Here you go, Julia.
A top and a cool doll.
I hope toys are part of the term.
And a cool light.
Yeah, we tried. Yeah.
If you go over there, those lights will make pretty colors.
Remember, wear, and guess.
You can make that purple light turn your favorite color. Touch it, it'll go up. You can find your color.
Do you like to play with the dolly? Did you have a dolly? More
What?
likely to
Over
be.
here, but these gotta come down low.
Yeah, I wish we had. Yeah, I wish we had. Yeah, I wish we had.
I didn't need pictures from that at all. But like I said, those last tenants, they refused to stay upstairs because things would happen up here, and they said that it'd scare them and they wouldn't stay up here.
They know that like 4 people passing.
I don't think so.
Julia Alice
What
here.
is that?
You see that?
See what?
Move your hand around. Okay. It's just a reflection.
No, it sounded like a child.
Yeah, I heard it.
Is anybody here led to talk to us? Is Julia 5 years
Just hold it a
old?
little closer. I think I heard it, but
Just before that.
Wait, here, let him talk to us.
Right there.
Yeah.
You're in here, huh?
Do you have your headphones?
Yeah.
Let's see what it sounds like.
Julia Atlas here.
If you want to sing Old MacDonald Had a Farm, if you touch this right here, we can sing it. I'll hold your dolly for you. You know I don't like it. You know I don't like it. Look, I'm holding your dolly.
I just thought listen to this real quick.
Look, I'm holding your dolly.
I just thought listen to this real quick.
Super detergent. Yeah, it smells like soot. You smell that?
I mean, my nose is not in the best shape right now.
It smells like soot, and there hasn't been a fire built in these in.
It's probably that jacket over the light.
Jack's on fire. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Did you kick the chair? Did you kick it?
No. I don't think so anyway. Let's see, I can't. Let's see. No. I didn't touch that.
Did you bump into it maybe? Because I came around.
No.
That
I think I walked right by it.
And it's not rocking like it was a minute ago when you just did that.
I would have noticed if I kicked it, because I would have been like, I would have noticed that. Plus, I'll be able to hear it on here if I did.
It was rocking regularly, and when you just like bumped it, it did a weird wobble up on here. But that was a normal rock. Wasn't me either. Because I came around this way. Because I remember
This chair was
stepped
just
on your
rocking,
foot,
Justin.
remember?
What?
This chair was just rocking.
I stepped on your foot, remember? We were over here.
Yeah.
And I stepped around here, so nobody touched this chair.
That's pretty wild.
Because I apologized. I said, oh, I'm sorry I stepped on your foot, and we were right here.
Yeah, I didn't. That's not even in the way. I would have noticed kicking it. Probably crank the lights on. Make it a little easier.
Yeah.
See, I left my camera on and we got the thing rocking.
That's how you... Oh.
Did you just make it rock again?
No.
The chair is rocking right now. It just
I was
stopped.
over here putting this guy back up.
It was literally just rocking again.
No, because I was over here.
Yeah. I just came around the corner again. The chair was rocking again. Toying with us. As soon as I turn my back, it's going to start again.